Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole and this is Crochet Happy I Am. In today's tutorial we are going to make this beanie. It is beginner friendly, cute, simple and fun. The stitches we'll be using on this today is going to be the double crochet, half double crochet, and to finish it off a single crochet. Don't worry, we'll go step by step. It's very easy. First though, I wanted to talk about something that all my friends and family, they already know, but I am a huge baseball fan. So from time to time, I will talk baseball. And so for today, I just wanted to say a few words. I'm going to try really hard to not cry. But this morning I was informed that Mr. Tommy Lasorda passed away. And so I just wanted to talk about him and kind of in my own way celebrate him for a minute. I remember him being a very loud and strong team manager, and you could just see how much he loved the game. 2 World Series, not bad. Native to the city of Fullerton, like me and a lot of us, and so for me it's a little closer to home because he let the kids come play in his yard, and he was just a really cool person. Plus on top of that, as an Angels fan, I have to really say thank you to him, because if it wasn't for Tommy, the Angels would have never gotten the best manager ever, and Mike Scioscia would have not been there to get us the World Series and get us that gorgeous trophy. So on that note, Mr. Tommy Lasorda, I just wanted to say thank you and for everything that you've done for us for baseball. You've definitely made the game exciting, and if my buddy Mikey's up there bugging you for your autograph, just kind of tell Mikey to go take a seat. So Tommy, cheers. Here's to you. Okay, so let's get back to today's tutorial. But first, don't forget to subscribe, like, and if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them in the comments below. Okay, so here are the supplies that you will need. You will need a skein of yarn. Doesn't matter what yarn or what weight, whatever yarn you personally want to use, any color, anything you want to do. I went with this one because of the different colors during the process of doing the stitches. It will be easier for you to see which stitch I'm going into. Crochet hook. Because of this particular yarn, I picked, this is a medium 4, so I went with a 5mm crochet hook because that's what is advised for this particular yarn. Again, this is just the Red Heart Super Saver. So crochet hook, a pair of scissors. This is a yarn needle, and it is plastic, it's flexible, and when we get to the end you'll see why. And my favorite toy, this is a pom maker. I love these things. I have really tiny one all the way up to a big monster size pom. It's great, my favorite toy. So let's get started, and first we don't need those, so I'll just set that off to the side. Most of the time your yarn is going to show what end does what. So for this, I am particular to pulling from the center. So I've already gotten the center started. So let's get started on our beanie. So we're going to start with what's called a magic ring. And to do that, you're going to take your yarn, your tail, and you're going to drape it across your fingers like so. And you're just going to fold it over and make an X. Then you're going to take your hook and you're going to go underneath your tail and you're going to connect with your working yarn. And you're just going to pull that through. Then you're going to grab your working yarn, pull it tight. And I like to do just this little extra loop or stitch, whatever you want to refer it to as. And so now you're going to do 12 single crochet. And the way you're going to do that is you're going to take your hook, you're going to go underneath your working yarn or your magic ring. You're going to yarn over, pull through. You should have 2 loops on your yarn or your hook. Yarn over and pull through 2. That's a single crochet. So we'll do it again. So you're going to go into your magic, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2. Go into your ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2. So there's 3, and we need 12. So let's go ahead and do the other 12, or do all the 12, I should say. 4, there's 5, 8, okay, so now we're at 10. This is why it's called a magic ring. Your tail, you're going to take that and you're going to watch the ring shrink as you pull on the tail. So now, with just that little tiny space, you're going to keep the tail in there. I like to twist it around just so I don't lose track of it. And we're going to do the other 2. 1, 2, so there's your full 12. Tighten your ring all the way up. Like so. And then you're going to save this. Don't cut this off. This piece is going to help you fasten the pom-pom to the top of the beanie, which is what this is. This is the very top of it. So now you're going to, into the first of the 12 stitches, which is this one right here, you're going to do a slip stitch, which is you go into your stitch, pull the yarn through, but then this loop right here, you're going to pull through that loop too, and that's a slip stitch. Now you want to chain 2, 1, 2, and that's considered row 1. Now we're going to start with row 2. This chain 2 does not count. Go into the first, yarn over. So this is how to do a double crochet, because that's what we're going to be doing now. We're going to do double crochets all the way around. So you're going to yarn over, go into your stitch, pull through. Now you've got 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that's how you make a double crochet. Now we're going to do that again. Yarn over, go into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And there's 2 in that stitch. The next stitch you want to do 1 double crochet. Yarn over, into your stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So then you're going to move on to the next stitch, and you're going to do 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Like that. And then this one's going to be a 1. And the next one's going to be a 2. So all the way around you're going to go 2, you're going to start, this one doesn't count, this is your starter, does not count. So you're going to go 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, all the way around every other until you get back here, and we'll meet right here. Okay, so we're back to where we started, and when you're done, but not counting this one, you're going to want 18. So I have 17 here, so you should finish off on a 1. To make 18. So now that one that doesn't count right here, you've got 2 stitches here, and then this one up here, this is where you're going to do a slip stitch, which was that going in here, pulling through there, and then pulling through there, and that closes up that circle. And you're going to chain 2. So that's row 2. Now for row 3, you are going to do 2 double crochet in every single stitch. Just like that. 2. There's 2. There's 2. Just like that. So we're going to go ahead and keep doing that. Go all the way around, 2 double crochets in each stitch, and I'll meet you back here. Okay. Now we're at 36 all together, which is what you want. When you get to your last one to make 36, it should look like this. You're going to have that extra chain that does not count. And it's going to look like you should be putting a stitch in this right here, but no, you're not. You're going to skip that. So you're going to skip this 1, 2 up here to the top. You're going to do another slip stitch. And chain 2. So there's your 3rd row. Row 4, you're going to do your first stitch in this first right there. So you're going to yarn over, go into this first one here, and do the double crochet like so. So that's your 1. With this row, you're going to start on 1, and then the next stitch is 2 double crochets in that same stitch, like so. Then you're going to do 1 double crochet. Next stitch is 2 double crochet in the same stitch, then 1 double crochet in the next stitch, then 2 double crochet in the same stitch, and then 1 in the next stitch, and so on and so on. So you're going to do, starting with a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, alternating back and forth into each stitch all the way around. When you get back over here, I'll meet you there. Okay, now we're to the end. This last stitch right here, you're going to finish with 2 double crochet in that one stitch. And this will finish you off with 54 stitches all the way around. And then like before, you're going to go up the chain 2 to this one right here and slip stitch again, like so. And you're going to chain 2. And now for row 5, you're going to change it up a little bit. Still double crochet, but in the first stitch you're going to go 1 double crochet, and in the second one another single, another single in the third, another 1 double crochet in the fourth, and then when you get to the fifth, you're going to do 2 double crochet in the fifth stitch. Again, stitch 1, stitch 2, 3, 4, 5, add 1 more in the fifth. So you're going to do that all the way around. So go to 5, add 1 more in the fifth stitch. When you get back here, I'll meet you there. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. When you get done going all the way around, you should finish on 4. So there's my 5 plus the extra 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you're going to slip stitch. So go up the chain to this one up here and do your slip stitch, and then again chain 2. So now we're going to start with row 6, and for row 6 we're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the 5 and then add 1 more. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then add that extra one right there next to it. So go ahead and repeat this last row one more time all the way around, and I'll meet you back. Okay, so we're back here again, and again we're going to finish on 4 just like the last row. So there's my 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then again you're going to do the slip stitch. Now by this time, if you lay it down, this should start to bow, but this is the outside. So you're actually going to turn it around because this is the inside, and it's going to do that. So it'll look floppy, which is what we want. Now, as long as it's doing this, that means that your stitches are pretty much correct, and that's good. So from here, we're going to move on to the part that is the body. Starting with row 7, you're going to do chain 2 like normal, and you're going to double crochet into each stitch all the way around, just like so. So this is the great part about the different colored yarn, because as it's moving along you can see, and it changes so you know where you are. It just makes it easier, especially if you're a beginner. This just makes it easier for your eyes, so you're not accidentally putting a stitch into a second spot where you're not supposed to be, or if you're like me and you don't have the best vision in the world, you wear glasses, the changing of colors helps it to where your eyes don't get tired as easily. So I'm a big fan of the multicolor yarn. I have a lot of it. I do work with solid colors, but I really enjoy the multiple colors. I just love color. The more the merrier. Love it, love it, love it. So you're just going to keep doing single stitches of double crochet into each all the way around. And once you get back to the beginning, I will meet you there. Okay, so we are back to the beginning. So we're going to finish this row off, row 7. And again, 2, and you're going to slip stitch right there. And chain 2. So now that row that you just completed, row 7, you're going to do that again until through row 17. So this was 7, go 8, 9, all the way to row 17. And once you get to this part where you're going to come off, then I will meet you there again, row 17. And yeah, so I'll meet you at the end of row 17, and I'll show you how to get started on row 18. Okay, so I am currently working row 9, and I just wanted to point out that by this point, if you take your hat and you put it on your table or your working area, and it starts to make this cute little bowl thing, that means you're doing it right. We want this bowl to start forming. So keep going, doing great. Okay, so I just finished row 12. This is where I'm at so far, and I think it's starting to turn out kind of cute. I'm liking it. So this is where you're at, then you're doing a great job. Keep going. Plus also with this, the fun part is you can have as many rows of this body as you want. If you want to go over 17 and do more rows and give it that long floppy look to it, you can do that. Or you can just do where it just sits on the head nice and tight. Totally up to you. Play with it. Have fun with it. So again, this is after row 12. I'll see you back after I finish 17. Okay, so we finished row 17, and so we're right here at the end. So 2 more. Let me just close off this row. So you're gonna go ahead and do the slip knot and still chain 2. So now at this point we're gonna do the brim. It's that small part. It's gonna look a little bit different, but it's just right here along the edge, and it just gives it a little bit of a different feel to the pattern. The way we're going to do that is by doing half double crochets. The way you do that is yarn over, go into your stitch, pull through. You've got 3 loops on your hook. You're going to yarn over and you're going to pull through all 3. Well, let me try that again because I didn't want to go through. Through, yarn over, pull through all 3 like that. Again, yarn over into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 3. Yarn over into the stitch, pull through, yarn over, through the 3. Yarn over into the stitch, yarn through, pull through, yarn over, through the 3. One more time. Yarn over into the stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 3. And we're going to go ahead and do that all the way around until you come back to the beginning. Once you get there, I will meet you there and show you the next row. Okay, here we are at the end. So one more. So to finish this off, it's going to have this little bend that's normal, and so you just kind of have to know when to where your next stitch is to do again your slip knot or slip stitch, excuse me, not knot, but slip stitch. You're going to chain 2 again, and then you're going to repeat that again for your next row, 19. So again, half double crochets all the way around. Oops, I split my yarn. So like I said, again, you're just going to do half double crochets all the way around to the end, and that will finish that part. So after this we won't be doing any more of the half double crochet, just the 2 rows. So once we get to the other end, I will meet you back. Okay, now that we're finishing this row, for this you're going to again do your slip stitch, but instead of chaining 2, you're just going to do 1, and then from here that we're going to do the final row, row 20, and this is to finish off the hat itself and make the edge just look kind of really nice. So all we're doing is a single stitch all the way around. So into your stitch, pull through the 2, just a single stitch, and that's all that's to it. Into the stitch, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to do this all the way around until you get to the other end. So go ahead and take care of that single stitch all the way around, and I'll meet you back over here at the end. Alright, so we are back at the beginning. So I'm just going to finish my last 2 single stitches. Now, the hat is done. We just have to bind it off, end it. So you're going to again slip stitch, and then you're going to do 1. Because I know how I'm rough on my hats, I actually do 2. So I chain 2. So now from here you're going to take your scissors and you're going to give yourself a pretty decent tail, and you're going to cut it off, and that's it for that. And then you're going to take that, finish pulling the yarn through, and then slide it's going to make a little knot. Just like that. And that's how you finish that. So now you can just set your crochet hook to the side because you're done with it. And then you're going to take your tail and your yarn needle and thread it through. And this is where you're just going to hide your tail into your work. So just kind of find spots and sew it. Doesn't really matter where, it's going to blend in anyways. I kind of like to do a couple and then move a little bit down. Just like so. And you're just going to do this until you have a decent amount of the tail sewn in, because you just don't want to be wearing it and then it's slowly coming out. So let's see. There's my knot, so I did all of that. I'm pretty sure I think that's pretty good. Just do one more just because I can. There we go. So you can just snip off the extra, set that aside, take that piece off. That's trash. You will need this again, so keep this close. Now, so the hat is done. Yay! I love it. I think it's so cute. It's so patriotic. Fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Awesome. Okay, so now let's make the ball that goes on top. I love making these. These are so much fun. I think it's because I love this toy. This little pom-pom maker. Oh, it is so much fun. Okay, so this is how you do it. These just flip open like that, half and half. And you're going to take your yarn and you're just going to hold right there and just start winding it around. And just go back and forth. Okay, so once you're done winding up your yarn on the one side, what you're going to do is you're going to bring it around, bring that end out that you were holding, take your scissors and snip. Then you get to do it again. So same thing, just on this side. Okay, that one's done. Let that little tail out, close it, cut it. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so cute, I can't wait. Okay, so those two little pegs right there, you wanna hold that so it doesn't flip open on you, because now you're gonna take your scissors and you're gonna cut right up the center. So, doing it in small pieces, because I have small scissors, but they're cute, so it's okay.
There's no special way of doing it, just cut your yarn.
Okay, so there's one side. And now same thing on the other. Hold those two tabs down, so again, so it doesn't flip out at you. There we go. Okay, so we're not done with the scissors. We're gonna hold on to those. This is so much fun. Oh, it's so cute. Okay. Now you're gonna take a little bit more of your yarn and you're gonna stick it down through that center part right here. You're gonna push it through. Get that little tab out of the way. Push it through. Turn it over. And bring it up and just tie it and squeeze really tight like that. And then what I do is I flip it back over around again, still holding tension. And I tie it again, nice and tight. Tie it one more time, and then one more time just to ensure the knot, like so. And now to reveal. So now those 2 points, you're going to pull those up. Same with this side, pull them up, like so. And then each of the side pieces, you're just going to grab it and pull apart. Like that. Oops, wrong direction. Set that there. And then I stick my fingers up by the knot, give it a nice little fluffing shake, and I have a pom-pom. So now you can take your scissors, cut off your skein, save this tail, because along with the tail that's on the inside of your hat, between the three pieces, you're going to use that to ensure that this doesn't come off. But first, you got to trim all this excess. So just kind of fluff it. I love doing that. It's so much fun. Lost my grip. Okay, fluff again, because I can. There we go. And just kind of go around and just trim where you think it needs to be trimmed to make it even and in the shape of a ball. So normally I have a little tub that I use that I do this over because then it goes into that little tub, and when the little tub gets full, I just pop the cap on it and throw it away. It's just my excess yarn. A little fluff. There's some more right there. So what do you think? Think we got a pretty good, decent little pom-pom? I think so. Let me know if you think that's cute. So now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna sweep up our little mess here. And give me a minute, I'm gonna put this in the trash can. Okay, let's add this to our hat. So I use my hook, and right in the middle where your magic ring is, we're back at the beginning again, you're going to pick a spot, put your hook through, grab a part of the tail, I lost the grip of it. Let me try that again. And you're just gonna pull it through. Why is this not liking me? There we go. Pull it through. And then, based on where that's at, you're gonna go across the hole that your ring has made. And you're going to go across from it. So right there, grab the other tail and pull it down. Once you've done that, then you can take your hook out. You can pull on the two strings inside. To pull the ball on, and then just grab the hat, flip it inside out. So now you've got the three tails. Your original starting tail and the two from that are on the ball. Your pom-pom. So you're just going to tie. And then tie again to make a knot. And then from here, what I always do is I tie randomly. 2-layer knot things. Doesn't matter which ones. I just grab and go. That's the beautiful thing about crochet. There's no rhyme or reason. There's no, oh, well, it has to be done this way. It's crochet. You can do whatever you want. And if the final product is what you wanted or how it turned out, then awesome. You did a great job. So once I've got my pretty good little knot scenario there, I go back to my yarn needle. And again, I just feed it through just to hide the tails. Like so. And the good part is nobody's gonna see this part, because even from the outside, because the pom-pom's up there, so it's covering it. So So even if you go all the way through to the other side, that's okay. So you're going to do this with all 3 pieces. Once you're done, you just snip that off. And do it to the other 2. As soon as you're finished with that, I'll meet you back. I'll meet you back here. Okay, so we have finished the beanie, and here is the final piece of work. So cute, very patriotic, fun. I love the ball. And because I had already pre-made one, I now have 2. But so go ahead, try this for yourself. It's a lot of fun. Keep it for yourself. Give it as a gift. Either way, it's going to be fun to wear. Keep your ears warm. And yeah, fun. So all the way around, it was fun doing this tutorial for you. Thank you very much for watching. Keep watching for more tutorials on other crochet projects, and I think I'm gonna do maybe a resin project next. So do me a favor and subscribe. Hit the like button, and if you have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to post it in the comments down below. And sorry Mom, I didn't make it pink. We'll see you in my next video.